Have you ever walked up to an ATM, slipped in your card, grabbed your cash, and then spotted a sneaky little fee on your receipt? That tiny charge can feel like daylight robbery. And here's the thing. What if I told you it's possible to avoid ATM fees every single time you withdraw? Stick around, because I'm going to show you how to beat the banks at their own game with a few smart moves you can start using today. But one of the best kept secrets I'll reveal later in this video might just blow your mind. Number 1. Why ATM fees even exist? Let's start with the big question. Why do banks even charge ATM fees? Well, it comes down to convenience and profit. When you use an ATM that doesn't belong to your own bank, the machine owner charges your bank a fee. Then, your bank usually passes that fee, or even adds more on top, to you. For example, if you bank with First National and use a Wells Fargo ATM, you could be hit with a $2.50 fee from Wells Fargo plus another $2 from your own bank. That's $5 gone, just to grab your own money. In fact, according to Bankrate, the average out-of-network ATM fee in the USA is around $4.60 per transaction. If you withdraw cash just once a week, that's over $240 a year down the drain. Number 2. Use your own bank's ATM network. Here's the most obvious, but most powerful move. Only use ATMs that belong to your own bank's network. Banks don't charge you to withdraw from their own machines. Makes sense, right? Many banks have thousands of ATMs across the country. For example, Chase has over 15,000 ATMs in the USA. So before you head out, check your bank's website or mobile app for a locator tool. These tools even tell you which machines are closest, open late, or accept deposits too. I once met a college student who was spending $50 a month in ATM fees just because she always used the machine in her dorm lobby. All she needed to do was walk 2 blocks to her bank's branch, and it cost her nothing. Number 3. Join a bank that refunds ATM fees. Some banks and credit unions actually reimburse your ATM fees, even if you use another bank's machine. For example, Charles Schwab's checking account refunds all ATM fees worldwide. Alliant Credit Union refunds up to $20 a month in fees. This is a game changer if you travel a lot, live in an area with few branches, or just want flexibility. One of my viewers emailed me last year after switching to Schwab. She said she'd saved over $120 in her first 6 months, just from refunded fees. If you're stuck with a bank that charges high fees and offers nothing back, it might be time to shop around. Number 4. Get cash back at the checkout. Here's a trick most beginners don't think about, and it's completely free. When you're at the grocery store, pharmacy, or big retailers like Walmart, you can often ask for cash back when paying with your debit card. So if your grocery bill is $40, you can pay $60 and get $20 cash. No fee. No fuss. Stores offer this service because it saves them money on transporting cash to the bank. So it's a win-win. Just make sure you're using your debit card, not credit. And double-check if the store has a limit. Many cap it at $40 or $50 per transaction. I personally know someone who hasn't touched an ATM in 3 years thanks to this little trick. Number 5. Use a nationwide bank or credit union. If you move around a lot, you're more likely to get stuck paying fees when you use a small, local bank. Big national banks like Chase, Bank of America, and Wells Fargo have ATMs in almost every city. That can save you headaches if you travel for work, visit family out of state, or go on vacation. Similarly, some credit unions are part of large networks like Co-op, which gives you access to 30,000 ATMs nationwide. One family I coached switched to a Co-op credit union before a cross-country road trip. They were able to withdraw cash along their route without paying a single fee. Number 6. Take out larger amounts less often. Here's a smart psychological trick. Limit how often you hit the ATM. If you take out $20 3 times a week and pay $4 per fee, that's $12 a week just in fees. But if you instead take out $60 once a week, you only pay that fee once. It's not ideal to pay any fees, of course, but if you're in a pinch and can't avoid it, at least minimize the damage. One of my clients cut his ATM fees in half just by planning ahead and withdrawing once every 2 weeks instead of every other day. Number 7. Use mobile payment apps whenever possible. Do you even need cash? In today's world, apps like Venmo, Cash App, Zelle, and Apple Pay let you pay friends, family, and even small businesses directly from your phone. That means fewer trips to the ATM and fewer chances to get hit with fees. According to a Pew Research study, over 70% of adults in the USA now use some form of mobile payment. So you're not alone in going digital, a viewer once told me. She stopped carrying cash entirely after setting up Apple Pay and Zelle and saved over $100 that year in fees. Number 8. Watch out for foreign ATMs. If you ever travel abroad, beware. Foreign ATMs often hit you with two fees. One from the machine owner and one from your bank for currency conversion. One traveler told me he was charged $12 just to pull out $100 worth of local currency. Ouch. If you're traveling, look for banks like Schwab or Fidelity, which offer fee-free international withdrawals, or withdraw more at once to avoid multiple charges. Better yet, consider using a credit card with no foreign transaction fees for your purchases. Number 9. Be mindful at convenience stores and bars. Have you ever noticed that the dingy little ATM in the corner of a convenience store seems to charge outrageous fees? That's because privately owned ATMs can set their own rates, sometimes as high as $7 per transaction. I once saw a bar ATM that charged $8 flat. That's more than the beer. So avoid these traps, plan ahead, and hit a proper bank ATM earlier in the day. One viewer emailed me to say he keeps $50 tucked in his glove box just in case he's out late and needs cash, rather than paying ridiculous fees at a bar. Number 10. Check your balance first. This may sound simple, but it matters. Many ATMs charge separate fees just for checking your balance. So avoid using an out-of-network machine just to see how much money you have left. Instead, use your bank's app or website to check your balance before you go. One woman told me she was paying over $30 a year just checking her balance on random ATMs. That's a full dinner wasted. Number 11. Set up direct deposit to avoid cashing checks at ATMs. Many people still cash their paychecks at ATMs, which can trigger fees and withdrawal limits. Instead, ask your employer to set up direct deposit straight into your checking account. Not only is it faster, but you'll avoid unnecessary trips to fee-charging machines. For example, one viewer told me she used to pay $3 every week just to deposit her check, until she set up direct deposit and saved over $150 a year. Number 12. Open an account at an online bank. Online banks often don't have physical branches, but they make up for it by reimbursing ATM fees. Banks like Ally and Chime, for instance, offer access to large ATM networks plus monthly fee reimbursements. One young couple switched to Ally while traveling in an RV across the USA and said they never paid a single ATM fee during their 6-month trip. It's a great option if you're comfortable banking mostly from your phone or computer. Number 13. Pay attention to your account terms. Some banks actually waive ATM fees if you maintain a certain balance or use direct deposit regularly. It pays to read the fine print. I had a coaching client who was paying fees for years before realizing his account would have waived them entirely if he kept at least $1,500 in checking. Once he adjusted his balance, the fees vanished. Number 14. Avoid withdrawing in small amounts at surcharge ATMs. Some surcharge ATMs charge a flat fee no matter how much you withdraw. That means pulling $20 and paying a $4 fee is a much worse deal than withdrawing $100 and paying the same fee. If you absolutely must use an out-of-network ATM, withdraw as much as you reasonably can to reduce the per dollar cost of the fee. Number 15. Use a shared branch network if you're in a credit union. Many credit unions participate in shared branching agreements. This lets you visit another credit union in the network and use their ATMs or even tellers for free. A viewer from Oregon shared how she used shared branching at a Florida credit union while on vacation to get cash without any charges. It's a little-known perk worth exploring. Number 16. Set ATM withdrawal alerts. Some banks let you set up text or email alerts whenever your debit card is used at an ATM. That can help you track how often you're withdrawing and how much you're paying in fees. One client of mine realized through alerts that she'd withdrawn cash 12 times in a single month, racking up nearly $50 in fees. Once she became aware of the habit, she cut her withdrawals in half. So now you know, avoiding ATM fees isn't just possible. It's easy if you plan ahead. But here's the kicker. One of the most overlooked tricks of all is simply switching to a better account or institution that actually rewards you for being smart about your money. And the earlier you make the change, the sooner you stop throwing cash into the bank's pockets. Which of these tips are you most excited to try? Or do you have a clever trick of your own to avoid ATM fees? I'd love to hear your answer in the comments below.